Nowadays, you can make like $500 a day without having to put in 8 hours of work to get that. That's why in this video, I want to give you some passive income ideas that you can use to make more money online. Plus, I'm gonna rate them from what I feel is the simplest way to make passive income to the hardest way, and also sharing what is least profitable to most profitable. And my last idea, like nobody is talking about. But first, to contradict literally everything that I am talking about on this channel is that there is no such thing as passive income. Everything that we do and any way that we make money will take some work. Nobody is going to throw money at you without having to lift a finger. The idea behind passive income is that you build it, you create it once, and it creates some reoccurring income for you. That's where the passive income comes into play. So yes, these ideas will take some work to get them up and running, but what we truly want to understand is the long-term sustainability of these ideas. Passive income isn't just about the money, it's about the freedom. The freedom to choose is what I like to call it. The freedom to choose how and when or where you want to spend your day without having money or time preventing you from doing such. So ultimately, passive income allows you to fulfill your dreams and your passions, whether that is philanthropy work or just traveling the world. And that's why passive income is something that I love to talk about on this channel. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katelynreding. I'm a sales funnel expert, and what I truly like to teach people is how to create or turn their idea into a passive income making machine. And I teach this in how to set up automated sales funnels. Now, digital products is my first idea or first category of passive income for you because it probably out of all of my ideas requires the least amount of work and therefore would be classified as the easiest. Now, some ideas of digital products that you can create are things like courses or templates, but I have a whole video that gives you all types of different digital product ideas that you can use so you can start creating your own stream of passive income. So if you want to watch that video, just go click on this card up there or just go down below this video and it'll probably just pop up next. Now, this is what I classify as the simplest form of earning passive income because of its low barrier to entry. Now, as far as profitability goes for your digital product, it can vary from something that is not totally profitable, but also something that can be scaled and to be highly profitable. And it is all dependent on the amount of value that not only you bring to the table, but the value of the product itself in how does it actually help somebody. So obviously, like a template, you're going to sell that for a lower priced items and depend on volume to make it that profitable, highly profitable level. Where a course, you are providing people with education, with tools, with knowledge, with skills that over time is going to take them to develop, and they're going to need to obviously invest in your course. So it's usually a higher ticket item sold maybe at a lower volume than like a template. So your profitability on the digital product can vary from low to high, again, depending on what it is that you're selling. Now, my second category for passive income ideas is by becoming a content creator. And that is more of a vast description of this style of passive income, but ultimately you are creating some form of content, whether it's something like doing a blog, starting a YouTube channel, you're perhaps even creating user-generated content. Ultimately, you're producing content and you have the ability to monetize that content. In order for this category of passive income to be profitable, I would focus on evergreen. And that's why YouTube is such a popular source, or I should say something that people are looking towards adding into their income streams to create passive income, because it does value evergreen content. Meaning I've created this video in January 2023 and you could be watching it like 5 years from now. Like, that is pretty cool. And it also is low on the easy scale, or I should say simple scale. Just because something's simple doesn't mean it's always easy. Now, why do I put this low on the easy or simple scale? Well, it's because ultimately anybody can start a YouTube channel or start writing a blog or really starting creating content. The difference here is that there is a high competition. YouTube, for example, has like 700,000 hours of videos that are uploaded every single day. So to make it in that world is a lot more difficult than it is if you were just to create a digital product and sell that digital product. So therefore, yes, profitability will be lower because of the high competition, but your sustainability will be a lot longer because of the evergreen style of content you can create. And again, low entry barrier, making this something pretty simple to get started in if you're looking for a way of starting to make some passive income yourself. And I just want to point out that if you're interested in making something like user-generated content, more and more brands are looking for micro-influencers to sponsor. And a micro-influencer is anything with like around 1,000 or even less followers. They're looking for a higher engagement rate, and usually people with lower amount of followers have those engagement rates. Plus, it's usually a little bit cheaper for them to sponsor. So user-generated content or creating user-generated content is a really great entry point if you're looking for something to create some passive income with. The third category I have is affiliate marketing. And the reason why I want to put this third is because usually you need some form of audience in order for it to be profitable. So looking at our simplicity scale, it's not quite as simple because if you haven't already built up that audience, you need to spend your time doing that. And in that case, selling a digital product or being some form of a content creator is a better match for you. However, maybe once you have those two, or if you have those two, that's when you can start looking into more of affiliate marketing. And something that makes this super profitable is the fact that it is so scalable. Now, the fifth category is physical products or doing something like drop shipping. Now I'm placing this on the higher end of our simplicity scale because it is a bit more complex, because there's usually more steps involved in order for you to actually create a physical product to sell. There is the whole development side of things, plus finding supplies and manufacturers. And then of course, it comes down to the fact that when somebody orders, you or something or somebody has to be in charge of sending out that order. And now that's where drop shipping comes into play. Drop shipping is essentially where you find products online and there's a whole manufacturer assembly, there's a whole place that does the actual shipping of the product itself. So you are not actually doing any transactions with the product itself. You're finding it and they're shipping it. Now, as we go further and further up the simplicity scale comes in on investing. Investing is something that is super profitable though, if you know what you're doing. There is a lot of risk involved with investing and is not something that I recommend you doing unless you know what you're doing or plan on getting educated about it, whether that's meeting with a financial planner or taking some investing courses out there. There's tons of information out there that you can do. It's not something that I am interested in at this time anyways. However, I do know people who do make quite a bit of money off of investing. And again, it's higher on the profitability scale, higher on the simplicity scale, but the payout can be big, but you could also lose quite a bit of money too. So just keep that in mind. And my last, well, almost last, before we get to the one that nobody's talking about. My last one is investing in real estate or having some form of real estate. I think this is a really great passive income idea. However, again, the reason why it's the last one and high on the scale is because there's a very high initial investment required in order for you to purchase some real estate. Now, there are getting to be more options out there, and something that I'm seeing that I think is a really great opportunity and idea is more renting style things. So something just like you could rent a house on VRBO or Airbnb, you can also rent your personal assets, like your car, a bedroom in your house. I've even seen people renting clothes and furniture. Now, this is a really great passive income idea if you're willing to put in that initial investment to own these things. However, In the future, I think making sure that you have real estate on your radar as a future investment is a very, very smart idea and something that is going to be have some longevity to it, because there's usually equity involved in real estate or owning real estate. But once you have this property, it is very simple, I should say, well, almost simple, minus, the fact that you own a piece of property or land and you have to keep that and maintain it. Technically, you could hire people to do that, so that's going to even create even more passive income for you. But a lot of the work is at the beginning and, getting that initial investment. And unfortunately, with real estate, there's not a payout until the end. So you're usually sitting on this on a longer period of time versus obviously going to the very beginning of our list, which is digital product and making something and getting it and selling it right away. Now, the last idea for you kind of actually falls in the middle somewhere, and that is actually network marketing. Now, nobody's talking about network marketing, and I'll be like, I understand perhaps why, but I just want to share with you on just maybe an idea that you could think about with network marketing. Now, I'm not involved in network marketing myself. I have in the past. I understand it. I work with a lot of network marketers, so I understand the business model. I understand why some people would be interested in it, as well as why some people may not be interested in it. Now, as far as my understanding though goes, when you're looking at our simplicity scale, is network marketing can fall kind of in the middle, because usually at the beginning stages within your network marketing business there is a lot of work up front compared to the payout you actually get. If you were to actually, track your time and put a value to your time, that is quite low. Obviously, as we know in the business model of network marketing, the higher you go up in your company, the more and larger the pay that you actually achieve. So if you are willing to put in all of those works at the beginning and stay in it for a long time, not a short time, the likelihood of you seeing those bigger payouts could be a lot higher. So the reason why I want to add it onto my list is because it is very simple for you to start, because most companies share or teach you exactly what to do right at the beginning. There is a very low barrier to entry, but profitability wise, again, you're looking at more of a long-term game to really see those profits that you're wanting or looking for. Just like anything, if you put in that elbow grease, you could see a good and decent payout. So network marketing is a great option if you don't have any means of making any additional income or having an additional income stream and are looking for something that will or can create some passive income, or it's a great option to add it in. It may not be your focus of choice, especially as you're building your business, but if it's a company or products that align with what you do, then I think it's a great option if you want to add in some additional income. Now, I might get some controversy over this, whether you think it's a passive income stream or not. I would love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below this video. But either way, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more ways on how you can create passive income and turn leads into cash automatically using funnels. And don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter. In my newsletter, I share a ton of behind the scenes actions, sharing you some CEO secrets and what's working my business, also what's not working my business. Plus, I make sure you're up to date on all the marketing trends and sales strategies that are out there. If you want to join the circle of high-level entrepreneurs like yourself, because I know you are, then just go to the description below this video and join us over there. And with that said, guys, I'll see you next week.